All right, it's Wednesday. We're back. And got in a package today from Chef Marcus.
I'm so excited about this, you guys.
Four good movies.
Check this out.
Check it out. Blu-ray.
The Raven.
Yep.
John Cusack, where he plays Edgar Allan Poe. I saw that a long time ago.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
I haven't seen that one either.
I have not seen this one.
All right.
So I'm excited
probably
about
good.
that. Here's an old classic.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen this one either. Dante's Inferno.
Okay,
with Spencer Tracy. And this one I'm very excited about. The Gormenghast.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, this is because I've read all the books.
Okay.
So I read the trilogy, and I'm very excited about it. I don't think I've seen that BBC miniseries that was based on it. So woohoo, we got all kind of fun shit.
We'll definitely talk about them when we watch them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, thanks, Marcus.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We'll get right on that one.
That's pretty cool.
And then what else we got going on today?
I have to mention, remember on yesterday's show when I said about the people that had the kitty and the baby stroller?
Yeah.
I saw them again today.
You saw them again?
Well, they hadn't started walking yet because I was just getting back. And I guess they don't live in this neighborhood because they were parked in the parking lot, like at the trailhead. And I saw, like, the guy getting the stroller out of the trunk. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that looks like the same stroller because it was blue.
I know she wants to buy one.
I didn't recognize the guy, but I was like, well, he looked like an older guy. Like, I knew he was tall and he had gray hair. And then I kind of slowed down and watched. And then the wife got out of the front seat with the kitty.
She's going to be pushing around a damn stroller with a fucking kitty. Okay.
I don't think Feeky would say. Well, I looked it up afterward.
How much do they want for those things?
I don't know. Right. I don't remember how much it was. They have like a bunch of different ones because I was like, they got to have like pet strollers. They have everything for pets nowadays. And they do. They do have ones that are like all closed in though, like netting. Yeah. And I was like, we would probably need that because otherwise Feeky would be like, let me out.
Yeah.
Because she'd just jump out if we had one with a hole in it.
No, it'd have to be covered up.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Anything? Got to talk about anything?
I don't think there's all that much going on. Right. We just like recorded some shit for the matinee show.
We're going to start streaming soon. We're going to get on that streaming.
What we should do is we should decide, like, we can do it like maybe 2 nights a week or something like that. And and it'll be the same night and the same time. So then people will know.
Right.
To tune in, so we don't have to like keep saying it all the time.
I think a lot of people that do it just do it at the drop of a hat. And
I don't know.
Let the thing run and to give it notice. You know what I mean? And it happens when it happens. You could just do it that way. A lot of guys just do it.
We could
when it happens when it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't. It's up to you, I guess.
It doesn't matter because after you get done with the stream, it goes up anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like they miss it.
That's true.
All right, we'll see.
But yeah, that is definitely something we'll consider doing.
See what else is going on.
But like I said, we'll only do it a couple times.
The news says the Earth is falling apart, world's ending, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Well, even if you did give a shit, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, it looks like half the damn people want the world to end, the other half are trying to fucking put it back the way it was or whatever. I don't know. Okay, but they're fighting over it. Which is, and I think that. This is just how it has to be. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That what's going to happen has to happen in order for it to shake itself out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No stopping it. No stopping it.
Like this is not something that one person could.
Yeah, if people want the fucking economy to collapse, and then it will collapse, and the ones that want it to collapse are like the first ones to get killed when it does. I mean, just gonna say.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't give
a shit.
There's too many people and there's too many factors, and it's like, so I don't really see the point in like worrying about shit. Like I said, there's nothing I can do about it.
Not really worried about it anymore. I'm just watching it.
Yeah.
And reporting on it. You know what I mean? People out there want to know. And I'm just saying, better cover your own ass. Don't trust any of these people.
Well, I don't trust anyone either.
No, I don't trust them.
But yeah, so what else? Oh, we've gotten like a shit ton of requests for various topics to do. Some of these might take longer than others to get to, but we'll probably end up getting to them. Somebody wanted us to do a show on the Black Monk of Pontefract, which is a poltergeist case. Which
I think we did.
I wrote about that in my book. I don't think we've done that one, actually.
We mentioned it on a special.
We might have mentioned it,
yeah.
Like maybe when we were doing Conspiranormal or like a paranormal show or something.
Like
if somebody asked me about that case, because that's kind of a famous one.
I think we did it on a holiday special.
See, I'd have to go back. I don't remember.
We can go back and do it, but
I mean,
we
did do the Black Mausoleum or whatever that is. Like, I think that's in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
The one that's supposed to be like the Poltergeist thing, that haunted tomb or whatever.
This
is a house.
The problem with a lot of the real famous cases is that the more you investigate and the more you find out there's not much there.
Well, yeah.
And that it's around some kind of a location that started off as a damn tourist site to begin with. And then the reports are just, you can't verify them because there weren't enough witnesses. Or the reports are from so long ago, you can't check on it.
Yeah.
You know? That's a lot of the problems. Like, remember that one time they covered the cases of the damn coffins that were moving around inside but then it turned out there really wasn't anything to that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was causing that. People going in and out and moving it over the years. Either. And then nobody was really sure about what the arrangement was, the prior arrangement anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't know. There's no way to prove the original arrangement to the fucking coffins to begin with.
Yeah. I can't remember. Like, I remember us doing a show about that, but it was a really long time ago, and I can't remember. I know there was, like, some really, like, simple explanation.
There's a simple explanation, and then some of the stuff was based upon, like, little articles that were written, and then the guy who is claiming to have seen this, you can pretty much verify he never even went to that island.
Yeah,
he made that up.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff
there was shit like that.
And there's stuff, a lot of that kind of stuff, paranormal and everything is, a lot of the information is secondhand, thirdhand,
and old,
and then it just gets passed on over and over again until it becomes more.
I had that poltergeist thing go down in Mammoth, and with the technology of the day back then, there was no way to record it other than take a few snapshots of a Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
And then all you're ending up with is a couple of items on the ground.
Yeah.
Or something upside down with a fucking towel folded over it. You know what I mean? How does that prove that it happened?
Right. Yeah, y'all don't have a video camera or nothing.
Right. It would actively defy your attempts at trying to catch it doing stuff. It did things when it wanted to when you're out of the corner of your eye when your back was turned.
Yeah.
Or when it was happening in other rooms, you walk in and stop and you see the furniture arranged differently, and Now, one of the few things that was seen in actual motion, I didn't see it, but Lois and Red did, was when the damn two things happened at once. Pillows jumped up off a bed that they were looking at, went over their head, and went on top of the damn sliding glass, and it was exactly the sliding doors of the closet. It was a closet just like that has something above it.
Yeah.
And they went up there. And as that happened, the comforter slid off and wrapped around their feet, and it happened fast.
Yeah.
And Lois said it just lifted up and came off like a manta ray, like it slipped off the... I heard her scream, and I ran in, and I saw it, the results, but I didn't see it. They did.
Well, it's really weird. A lot of cases that I wrote about in this, and you said this happened too, is that very, very rarely is anybody looking directly at the shit.
Yeah. It's almost like it can't move it while you're looking directly at it. But it doesn't really seem to make sense, though, because some of the stuff I looked directly at, like the damn rocking chair. Yeah. I saw that rocking with a big old stack of towels.
You didn't see it start, though.
No, I didn't see it start.
You saw it once it was
already. As soon as I looked at it, it was rocking, and then it came to a halt. And I was running away, too. You know what I mean? It was frozen only for a few seconds to see what was going on, and then I ran from it.
Yeah.
Leaving. I saw like some kind of distortion on the back, where the headrest where the backrest is. Yeah. Saw like a little distortion, like lift up and go away into the damn corner. It was weird. Looked like a little mirage, kind of.
Yeah. Kind of like a heat mirage, like warped looking air.
Yeah, I call it a mirage, like when you're looking at monkey waves. Yeah. When you're looking down across the top of a
street,
like
when it's really hot.
Looked kind of like that. Except it was probably, I don't know, about the size of a baseball, I guess. And as it kind of moved away, it kind of left a trail behind it. Yeah. It's the only way I can describe it. It happened fast. Yeah. So, Red saw it too.
I mean, the same thing happened here when that remote control went flying off the table. Yeah. No one was looking directly at it. I didn't see it until it was already flying.
I was looking over the top of it, but I was just kind of...
Yeah, it was just like underneath my line of vision.
I was in a kind of a stupor. Yeah. Like, how when you zone out? Yeah. Like when you stare? was like that. And then you guys reacted to it, and then I kind of had to snap out of it.
Yeah, because I realized I was like, wait, did that just jump off the table by itself?
And then I stood up to look at it, and then I looked down, and there was a stack of coins at my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is pretty weird.
So, and it's not a ghostly phenomenon. You've seen it. It's definitely paranormal, but I think it's RSPK, recurrent spontaneous psychic kinesis.
I didn't get a sense of like, oh, there's somebody here doing that, like a ghost doing that. I just kind of got the sense. I had the sense that you did it.
Yeah, I didn't have a feeling of presence.
No, I didn't either.
But I did back in Mammoth.
Yeah.
And Jen and Dimitri, as they kind of got upset over it, I could feel the hair stand up on the back of my neck.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I could feel it kind of like it was coming back.
Because Dimitri wanted you to do it again.
Yeah, he's like, Tom, do it again. I could feel it coming back, but then I don't know, I kind of chickened out, I guess.
Well, because you weren't really sure what it was going to do exactly.
Yeah, because what was that the day before? It had done something. It had torn off that piece of molding on top of the dam.
In the kitchen, yeah.
In the kitchen.
And
through those statues.
Broke.
Yeah, so, I thought maybe it'd be more violent this time.
Yeah, it might have been.
You said that you felt something watching you, though.
When I went back into, that was like a little while later, like after, because I had to go back in the room like to get something or like to go to the bathroom or something like that, and then I kind of got creeped out, but just for a second.
Yeah.
You know what
that
I mean?
Was a weird time that was all happening.
It was, because it seemed like a lot of that kind of stuff was going on.
Went on for about, 2 months maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Off and on, but it was nowhere, it didn't have anywhere near the occurrency, you know what I mean, or like the recurrency of it when I was young. Yeah, it was just
every now and then.
Every now and then. One time she woke me up out of a fucking dead sleep. Somebody's at the door. Remember that?
Yeah, it was like 4 a.m. It was almost 4 a.m. And I heard the doorbell.
Yeah, she said she heard it twice.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing, because I had been kind of half awake. I heard the doorbell, it's 4 a.m, and I woke up, and then I'm like laying there for about 15-30 seconds, and I'm like, did I just hear that, or did I imagine it? But then it rang again, and I was awake. Because I wasn't going to wake you up, because I thought, oh, well, maybe I just dreamed it, even though I was pretty sure I heard it. But then I was just like laying there, and I was wide awake, and then I heard it again. Yeah. Then I woke you up.
I put my sweatpants on and grabbed my fucking heat.
Yeah.
Took my piece and shit.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was a person.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was very
who the fuck is ringing the doorbell at 4 a.m?
Yeah, very unusual. And I went and looked at that front door, and we have glass doors.
Yeah.
There was nobody there.
Yeah, like glass panes in the middle. Yeah. There's shades over them, but I don't.
Yeah, they were open at the
time.
But
I think they were open. Yeah.
And I'm looking, and I don't see anybody standing there. So I just kind of tactically creep around, going through the corners and looking out through the front window. Didn't see anything. And then the garage door opened up in the middle of the night. That was after, wasn't it?
Yeah, was that the same night or the next night? No, it wasn't the same night.
I think it might have been...
Well, the creepy thing about that was that the garage door opened, and you could almost like have plausible deniability about that, because it's like maybe somebody's thing is on the same frequency as yours or whatever. But the weird thing about that is that when you went in there to check on it, and I came in after, and the door from the laundry room into the garage...
was open, right.
Opened by itself. Inward.
That's right. I remember
and it
that.
Doesn't do that. Like it swings.
Yeah, you were with me, right?
Yeah, it swings and closes. Like you can't leave it. You have to like prop it open.
And then another thing that was weird that happened is when there was a wind outside, and I could feel a wind blowing inside the house a little bit.
Yeah.
And I walked out into the living room and saw Beziers, the cat, sitting there looking at the back door, and the back door was wide open, but it was still locked with the deadbolt.
That was super weird. That happened in the morning, because I got up and I was going to work.
Yeah, and I said, Jenny, why'd you leave the door open?
And I was like, why we don't ever open that door ever.
Door was wide. Yeah, we never opened that door. It's a double glass door that has deadbolts and stuff that opens up to the back patio.
Yeah, it opens. It's like right across from the front door. We don't ever use it.
It was wide open, just one side of the door.
Yeah.
And the deadbolt was still engaged.
Out.
That was weird.
Yeah, because like I was going out because I was going to work, and I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck is that door open?
Yeah, and this went on for about 2 months, all in the period. And there's a bunch of other shit that happened. That I was playing damn fucking video games and felt a disturbance off to my right, and saw that damn measuring glass for e-liquid fall down and hit the bottom shelf, pow, in the
Like
bookcase.
it went through the shelves.
But the only way it couldn't have come out and went down and went back in. It's like it fell through all the shelves.
Yeah.
And it was shot down, went, and when it hit, it went and rattled on its bottom.
Yeah.
I pressed pause and walked over there and looked at that. I did get that kind of like
Yeah.
hair stand up feeling, you know. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's some creepy shit.
Yeah, I shook it off. And that was around the time where me and you were getting ready to go out. And I grabbed that DVD and walked up to the DVD player, and the damn drawer opened up. I was like, oh shit.
Like it knew that you wanted to put it in there.
And during that whole period, remember how weird that TV was acting?
It turned itself on all the time.
It would turn itself off all the time. And the cable dude came, and I says, this thing keeps turning on by itself. And he's like,
yeah,
is your cat doing it? And I was like, no.
I was like, why would the cat be turning?
And he says, there's no reason why this TV should just turn on by itself. He says, and I said,
yeah, we did. We asked the cable guy. He was there for something else.
Yeah, he's there
we
for something
asked
else.
him.
I asked him, and he's like, no. But
It
would just be on all the time. And it would be on a screensaver, not on a channel.
Yeah.
Be on some kind of a screensaver.
And you have to realize, it's like we have a TV in our bedroom. There's a TV in the living room
that we never watch.
But we hardly ever watch it. I mean, it's never on.
It's for guests and shit.
Yeah, it's just like if guests come over and like everybody wants to sit in the living room and watch some shit, but we don't ever watch it. So it'll be like a year since we've
right
had
behind it is the little tower for the
Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. And it's all part of that same service, the cable and the Wi-Fi. I don't really know how that shit works. I don't watch any of that. The cable's almost damn free. They try to give us movie channels. I don't even watch that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They just would find that TV on. And just mysterious
For
times.
a while, it was like every morning. Like I would come out, like this was when I had to get up early, and I would like be going to, commuting to work, and I would get up and I'm like, that fucking TV is on again. It was on like every fucking morning.
And then we changed out and got another television. It would do it again too.
And it still did it.
So it wasn't the TV.
Now this is the third TV, I think.
And it happens when I talk about it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It would, yeah. So now that we've talked about it, tomorrow morning it will probably be on when I get up. I betcha.
And this period was going on during the time that she was writing Math Mountain.
Yeah.
And she was asking me questions, and I was talking.
We were talking about it all the time, and we
were
were talking to Red and Lois on the phone all the time, and shit like that. So it was like we were always, and we were talking to Steve Mara all the time, and like so. We were talking Poltergeist like all the time. And
Lois and Red were kind of wrapped up in kind of this kind of a weird Christian Gnostic fucking, well, the spirits and God and demons and and I'm just going like, no, because it still does it over here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then it's watching you. I was like, no.
I didn't feel like particularly threatened by it. It's kind of creepy. I mean, it's creepy to...
It's nowhere near as strong as it was.
Yeah, to see a door, like, open by itself, or, like, hear the doorknob, or, like, find doors open that shouldn't be open.
Some about hormones when you're, like, 13 or 14, and you've never heard of a poltergeist or RSPK or anything like that. It's more frequent, it's stronger, and it kind of has a more menacing aura to it.
Yeah.
And it kind of mimics or responds to you. If you get scared, it starts becoming a little more scary.
Yeah.
If you think it's funny, it starts doing things that are a little bit funny. It starts playing little games.
Yeah.
If you chill out, it'll start acting up a lot. If you get real scared and shut the shit down, it'll vanish.
Yeah.
That's that.
Because it's almost like a failsafe.
Yeah. If you get too freaked out, it'll just shut down and it'll stop.
Yeah.
But it'll come back because you'll be thinking about it again.
Well, yeah.
And it'll slowly start off small again and build back up. And it'll throw things and it'll do things in front of witnesses.
Well, now we'll see, since because we haven't really been talking about it for a while, but it's like since we just started talking about it today, I now wonder if some creepy shit's going to happen.
But Jan and Dimitri over, and they saw it, and they were just like, so it's true. Remember that?
Because they knew about...
They heard about it.
I mean, I think they had read...
They thought they were kind of bullshitting.
Yeah, maybe.
And, if I could make that shit happen in a controlled environment, with a bunch of scientists around, I would. But I know it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because it'd be just like trying to take a piss with somebody watching you. And it's not something you could use, I don't think. Like, how like the Jedi are using the shit?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you have to be pretty in a certain state of mind, and you can't depend on it, and you have to have plausible deniability. It's not something you can force.
I mean, I can see why, if there was a possibility that you could do that, you can see why, like, governments and such would want to look into that. Because, shit, if you could, like, have some assassins that could, like, kill people at a distance.
They tried it, though.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't work.
The Army had programs. The only one they kind of had that was kind of viable was one called Stargate.
Yeah.
Where they were trying to do remote viewing. And a couple of the remote viewers had good success. And I had spontaneous astral projection, which is different than remote viewing. A lot stronger. Remote viewing is more might be a statistical anomaly.
I kind of feel like it probably is
because they don't feel like they're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
And evidently, a person who's there can feel that you're there, so you become a living ghost.
Yeah.
Like a forest ghost. But they couldn't see me, evidently.
Yeah, but they were freaked out.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell me exactly what it was. It was just I think it.
But the way he reacted,
that feeling of presence of something watching you. It's probably what it was.
Yeah.
And he did confirm that it was up from the ceiling, and that's where I was seeing him from.
Yeah.
But I don't think he actually saw it. I think he just detected that he was being watched.
Yeah, he just probably felt like that because you do feel like that when people are looking at you.
So when you feel it, when it starts kicking off, it's not me consciously seeing you. It's some aspect of my unconscious mind that's seeing you. You know what I mean? Most of us is unconscious, not conscious. People think that their conscious waking self is them. That's a very small part of you. Most of you is in the unconscious realm, and it's doing all the heavy lifting. A lot of the decisions
who
you
knows
made,
what it's fucking doing.
A lot of the decisions you think you are making are being made for you by other fucking routines running in the background.
Yeah.
And they know more than you.
Well, yeah, because and the reason why you think that it's you is because all this shit happens so quickly, and then your conscious mind sort of, also again very quickly, sort of makes a narrative out of why you decided to do that particular thing.
But usually the narrative you've invented is not the true motive. Your subconscious or your unconscious is sitting there hiding the facts from you about yourself.
Yeah.
So you feel better about yourself.
Which is pretty freaky when you think about it, that like you have all kind of little gremlins in your brain like doing the shit without your authorization.
You cut a person's corpus callosum, which haven't been done in a long time, but they used to do it to people that had bad epileptic seizures, and it isolates the left and right hemisphere of the brain. You'll be two different people with two different abilities.
Yeah, this hand will be doing some shit that this other hand didn't know about, and all this other
and then one side of the brain will fucking answer a question totally in opposition to the other one. So when you're thinking, you have kind of like this internal dialogue in your head, and like a conversation going in it's between all those fucking hemispheres. Yeah. Those two hemispheres. And they're arguing most of the time.
That's kind of like, what was that one? Wasn't there was like a little kids movie where there was 5 little gremlins or little monsters that they were like different emotions and stuff, and they were living inside this kid's head, and they were always like arguing with each other. What the fuck was that movie called? I can't remember what it's called. It looked cute. I haven't seen it. But yeah, so you want to wrap it up for the Wednesday?
No, I was going to say something about PK. Psychokinesis, you know what I mean? The average concept is that somehow a person is emanating a physical force that can move an object. I don't think that's what it is at all. Whatever does it, back in your unconscious, it's happening in a quantum world. It's a part of quantum computation. It's not dealing with physical matter. It's dealing with fucking quantum particles. Quantum particles are attached to matter. So it's a mind over matter thing. Because the location of an object changed in your mind in certain circumstances, that object changes its location in reality. Because evidently matter as you know it is not as real as you think it is. Once you get down to that quantum level, it's more like a holographic universe. So the solid matter is only solid from a certain point of view, and there are other, I guess you could say, there are other versions of you or other unconscious processes happening inside your brain that are happening outside the physical realm. I guess would be a good way to put it. What would be another way to describe it? And I don't know. I guess I can't really put it to words. It's some of the stuff that's happening in your right hemisphere have a lot to do with spatial awareness, and that seems to be the hemisphere where it's coming from. There must be some part of you in the right hemisphere that knows that three-dimensional space isn't really three-dimensional, that there are higher dimensions to it, and that matter isn't really as solid as you think it is. And somehow, by changing its perception, it can change reality as you know it. Which that sounds fucking bizarre. But I think that's what it is.
Well, yeah, I mean...
How do you explain that shit moved?
Yeah.
Did you see any rays come out of me?
No, of course not.
Or did you see me exert any effort? There was no effort.
Well, that's what was strange about it, was that it almost seemed... I don't really want to use the word mundane, but that's kind of how it came across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it was just kind of... There was nothing like magical about it or anything like that. Just all of a sudden the shit was flying through the air.
Yeah, there was no effort or no energy expended.
Yeah.
So where did it come from? It came from some kind of weird way of looking at things more than anything else.
Yeah.
It wasn't any physical energy that did it. It's outside our understanding.
Yeah, it's like it's in one of those little dimensions that's just like right here. That
it is
you can't
not Newtonian.
perceive.
It's not Newtonian physics at all.
Yeah.
And somehow it happens through an altered state of mind. Did it? Which that's some bizarre shit. And if you ask me, some of this technology that evidently is extraterrestrial, that Air Force sees, whatever made those understands about this. They must be using that type of physics.
Yeah.
Where you have objects accelerate so quick and just do right angle turns, or just vanish. You know?
Yeah, maybe to them it seems really easy.
To them it's something that's easy because their technology is based around what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's cheating. It's making,
well, not really.
Right. It's making matter, mass, and energy irrelevant.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it, to make that irrelevant. In other words, to kind of like neuter mass, to make it mass weightless.
Yeah.
You know.
So, you can move like a tanker truck as easily as you can move a cotton ball.
Exactly. Or you can make something here in another location over there without having to traverse it.
Right.
You just change its location by not moving it.
Yeah.
Because you've made space-time irrelevant. You made mass and energy irrelevant. Because I think mass and energy and space-time are just certain manifestations of something. Maybe these quantum particles. So if you're dealing with the quantum particles, directly, you don't have to go through all this shit about mass and energy.
Cutting out the middleman.
And it must have something to do with consciousness. Because we don't really know what consciousness is or what consciousness is made out of.
Yeah, this went off on a really deep...
Well, they're going to love this show.
Philosophical.
They're going to love this show.
And I don't even remember how we got on that. Because somebody requested that we do Black Monk. Which, like I said, I'll have to look. We might have mentioned on another show. Maybe you're confusing it, like I said, with the Black Mausoleum haunting. I mean, I remember that I wrote about the Black Monk of Pontefract in my book, but I don't remember if we did a show about it or not. But I don't know. Because some people have said they want us to do like more paranormal stuff like we used to.
Yeah.
But like I said, 99% of the recommendations I get are for true crime cases. Yeah. So I'm just trying to work
my way through those. It's a bigger audience, but we do need to do some paranormal stuff.
Well, I can write in there for the next couple weeks. I'll work that.
We'll go back into paranormal stuff.
We'll go back into it. All right. So you want to wrap this up for Wednesday?
Yeah, you just did.
Okay.
Wrap that shit up.
All right. So we'll
like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Patreon.
Yeah, and we still got to do the YouTube membership too. We got to make a video for that one of these days. All right. So we'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.